Hi, I'm Mark Kiesel, Kiesel Guitars. I'm here to talk about our new single coil pickups that we started developing last year, about a year ago. And we're excited about them and wanted to tell you some of the differences on those. We first started making the single coil, the new fixed pole piece single coil pickups for Johnny Hyland's guitar. So after that, it says, well, we want to develop our own single coil pickups. Wanted to make them different. We wanted them to sound different. So with that, just did a lot of experimenting on what it takes to get the different sound. Some of the variables would be types of magnets. There's Alnico 5, Alnico 3, Alnico 2. Alnico 3 being the weakest of all of those three types. There's no cobalt in Alnico 3. Alnico 2 is a happy medium between 3 and 5. And so that was the magnet that we finally selected after doing all of our testing. Also, the height of the pole pieces. We have our own setting for the pole piece height that gives a good balanced string output. So what we do for the middle and neck positions is we are using a heavy build form bar wire as what was used as the vintage wire back then, and then for the bridge pickup we use the brown plain enamel wire. And we chose these wires after a lot of different testing. Feel like we get the best sound with these. Also, our neck, middle, and bridge pickups are all wound differently, so there's specific purpose, to get the sweetest tone out of the neck, out of the middle, and out of the bridge. We want a little more bottom for the bridge pickup, and so we do wind more wire, and it's a finer wire, so that gives us that great sound from the bridge pickup. The other thing that we did quite a bit of testing with is layer winding and scatter winding. There is a difference in tone, and the way you scatter makes a difference too. You get more air between the wire, and so we did a lot of different prototypes for our pickups. We do have our own scatter winding formula. The machine is computer programmable, so we get the same exact scatter winding every time. And the other thing you control is how tight you wind the coil. The other part is the wax potting. We want to wax pot them, but we don't want to have them so solid and stiff that they become, you just don't have that nice warm tone. And then the last thing is magnetizing the pickups. We're using the magnetizer that my dad made back in the 50s. And we're still using it today for these fixed pole pickups. And we can control the amount of saturation that goes into the magnets and to get that nice warm fluid sound. With scatter winding, the reason why it's loved so much by guitars is because the early pickups that were made by my dad, actually my mom wound the coils back in the 40s and 50s. She was the primary coil winder, and with other companies such as Fender, they would have different people winding them that had different touches, and no two coils are exactly alike. So the beauty of us winding them with the computerized machine is that once we set the formula and how they're scatter wound, and then also the tension of the wire, we can duplicate that the same every time.
you.